Let's look at adding a retaining wall and some railings. So I'm going to go to our website, and I have a rubble texture, and I'll show you how we get there. I click on the button for rubble texture. I can right click on this and save the image. I'll save it to my folder as rubble. I can close this off then, and we can go ahead now and go to architecture, grab a wall, architectural. If we grab structural, it'll go down. Let me see if I want to do that. See if there's a retaining wall in structural. And I'm going to grab the retaining wall, but I've selected it through structural. And so what you'll look at, it says level 1 with a base offset of -6, and it goes up to level 1. So it'll be 6 foot high, so to speak. Okay, so once again, I've used a structural wall instead of an architectural wall, and that starts it starts underground and comes up. And we're going to go ahead and edit that. And I'm going to duplicate it. And instead of concrete, it's going to be 12-inch stone. And it won't be made out of stone, but it would be veneered with one. So that's enough for our label for our purposes. I'm going to go ahead and edit that. And we'll give it that stone material. And I have to create that. So I'm going to create a new material. I'm going to right click on that and rename it stone retaining wall. And we'll grab that image now to make our texture. Rubble. Open that. And I have one more change I have to do to this. I have to make that 15 feet of a sample size just to make it readable. Right now it would be very tiny, microscopic, like made out of stones. So 1.5, and those are linked to each other, so they'll both update. And so I'll click OK and OK and OK. And we're ready to start drawing a wall. So I'm going to go to the site and grab our wall tool. Once again, structural. There's our retaining wall. And we'll use the, we'll draw with the finish face interior, so that I think when I draw the wall, nope, because I'm going left to right. I'll do it that way, yeah. So I hit the space bar, and I'm going to start drawing. So it's finish face interior. I'm going right along the edge of our pad, come up to the corner, and I'll turn the corner, and I'll come up here, but I won't quite touch it because I know I'm going to, and I have this set on chain. I'm going to actually turn that off right now, and then I'm going to pick it back up again. And I'll pick it up in this corner. And once again, I'm going to hit the space bar to flip it over because I'm always drawing in the wrong direction. Come up to the corner here, and I'll turn the corner. I still am on the chain command. And I went a little too far. And let me just quit out of that and adjust this. I'm going to grab that tool again, and I'll just return this back. And this is going to be a little bit not at the right level on these sides because of the earth, the topography. So let's go ahead and look at that in a 3D view. And so there we have our retaining wall constructed. Actually, these two can connect because there actually is no railing system there, or that's where the stair is going to be. It's the railing I don't want to connect. And our retaining wall looks pretty good, except for in these, there's not one in that region, and in this region it's too low. So let's go ahead and select this and move it up. Try to. Oops, there it is. And I think I might just be able to pull it up a little bit. All right, and let's go ahead and try a railing system. Actually, we have a little problem here where we have the soil coming up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this retaining wall back until it clears the earth, like that. And then I'm going to put a higher piece of retaining wall along here. So I'm going to go back to the site, And actually I should pull these back because this is kind of undercut here. And I'm going to go over to the other side over here and build some more retaining wall. So wall, structural, and now we'll still go, we want to go above level 1. So we're going to go base offset down to 6 with a top offset of, let's say, 4 feet just to get started, if it'll let us do that. And then I'll start, oops, it thinks I'm inputting a data there. Let me grab my tool again. And we're all set. And I'm going to come in here and try to grab the corner of this slab here. Hit my space bar. Come down here. And come around the corner. Until, and you see the idea here is we're just trying to draw enough wall to get us up off of the ground or out of the ground. So that's where our retaining wall is a bit higher. And I don't, obviously we'd want to move this in a little bit because it's got the earth showing through it. So let's go ahead and fix that right away. And we have that undercut again. So I'm going to pull this in deeper into the building. Ignore that warning. And let's move this wall over a little bit. Let's just move it over maybe 2 inches. And we'll look at that from a 3D view. And that looks pretty good now. So we won't put railings over here because these are a natural barrier. So we'll start a railing system there and then kind of work our way around. So I'm going to go back to the site plan view. I'm going to grab a railing tool, sketch a path. I'm going to use the pipe style because I like it. And we have a hard time figuring out where the start of our railing is here. And let's see if I can grab this right in the center. And I want to grab right into the center there. And this isn't on chain, so I'm going to grab the center again. And we'll come up here. And I'll just, once again, I'm going to hold this short because I'm going to be building a stairway there to a pad later on. So I'm going to click out of that for a minute. We're going to look at that in the 3D view. So there's the start of our railing system. And then we've got to pick it up on the other side. So we're going to go back to the site, grab our railing tool, sketch a path. We're still on the pipe setting. Go to the center of that one. Center there. Not on chain, so I have to hit this again. And carry this all the way up to the top. Okay, so we have some railing at the first level. Let's try to make a little, maybe another little gathering area down here and a stairway to connect to it. And we'll do that in the next clip.